In my brainstorming process, I thought about a word that comes a little bit close to globalization in terms of how it sounds. This is harmonization. Harmonization, globalization, these two words are very similar, yet they're different. We had mentioned what globalization had meant already, but I also had to figure out what harmonization meant. And in my brain, I felt that it meant the compliance in a sense of two or more people, two or more parties where they're happy. Harmonization is a positive word. When everyone's in harmony, everyone is in sync. There actually was a term for this, and it's global harmonization. And it is a great word, in my opinion, to describe the adherence to government regulations. This can be defined as the aligning of different regulatory systems of the world to make them globally on par with each other to manufacture and sell safe and effective devices, as from a source from Sastry. I brainstormed this and I looked it up, and I was really surprised to have found this type of term. And it does make sense, though, because when two people are on par with a trade, it's in harmony, it's in sync, and I really thought that was a cool point. Globalization, however, is also said to provide businesses with a competitive advantage by allowing them to source out raw materials where they are inexpensive. This makes sense. Where one item might be $3 over here, it could be $5, and companies do see that and they will take advantage of that. That just makes a whole lot of sense. But this is where some of those regulations come in to limit those kinds of profits and gains. At least that's what I believe. Companies can offer goods at a lower price because globalization decreases the cost of manufacturing. This is also a source from the National Geographic. It seems as though I dove a lot into a lot of the opportunities that globalization presents. It is also mentioned how consumers can have access to many and more variety of goods sold. Now, I hypothesized this question and I thought to myself, well, if I am a consumer and I am shopping and I see a whole lot of items, it's really great because I have multiple options, right? But at the end, I made the conclusion that this might not also be a good thing, because if you see a whole bunch of things that really pique your interest, you could overconsume. You could buy too much, in a sense. So having access to so many goods, it could lead to overconsumption. And I feel like this is a downside of globalization.